Pane saying kumusha kwedu inonzi chirembo tamba muswenda kabata. There are some things that ZANU-PF is going to allow us to do. And there are some things that they are not going to allow us to do. And chinokosha pese patinove excited ndechekuti pave nevamwe vanhu vanenge vachitarisa kuti pakakabatwa chidemo pacho ndepapi. Chinombori chii chinoita kuti tisasvike kwatinoda kuti tisvike. Nokuti at the end of the day ndozvinhu zvinokosha izvozvo. Pane vakawanda vakaedza mukatarisa history yenyika yedu vamakumi vanovazarisa vana Dumbuchena vakaedza, vana Tekere vakaedza, lately also vana Morgan Tsvangirai vakaedza. I remember a few years ago when I hosted Morgan Tsvangirai to Shalom, I had a conversation with him and with others as well, and I said, look, everyone has gaps. Hakuna asina gap. Every generation has gaps. Everybody is needed to get us where we need to get. Saka, the first solution is an unprecedented mobilization and engagement of Zimbabweans everywhere, including those who, because of the nature of their work and so on, are really not interested in politics, and some of them are in this room. So we never get to critical mass. Pane vamwe vanhu vanonida kuti ugare navo kuvatsanangurire zvakanyatsodzikama kuti what is the nature of our problem. Vanhu vachinai vamwe vakadzidza stereki vane mabasa vanokosha and so on. And you might look at those people and say, we don't need these people in the struggle. That's the biggest mistake that Zimbabweans make. Laiti kune vamwe vana kuAtlanta kumusuno watakatiri kuAtlanta ndikavati, you know something? One of the tragedies of our struggle is that each generation insists that it knows what it doesn't know. Look at how you know people are very excited right now. Yeah, you know what? That's wonderful because ZANU-PF, here's what it does. You remember, they will let you fight on the current issue and let you forget the other big one. So today I put out a video, and in that video I say, I don't believe that the $15 billion is missing. There is no way $15 billion goes missing. Ajiti, solution inofana kutanga nekuramba kubhiliva nema. Yes. That's the beginning. Nokuti ukangena wangobvuma nema chete, ucha craft a solution iri inconsistent with the size and nature of the problem. Right? Saka ukataka waramba nema dzavo, because there is no way $15 billion can go missing. It's not possible. Not in this current, in the financial world right here. There's no way. Not these days. Somebody knows where it is. And now let me tell you why this is a very dangerous thing and why Zimbabweans need to be really exercised about this more than anything. We're coming closer to the election. And then you're seeing Chinamasa going all over the place. They, pleading, like that pleader, and that's what I'm pleading for money from the international community. Be suspicious, because that's to convince you that Aziz Kushanda, right? For them, Aziz Kushanda for everybody else, but for them, there is an ace in the hole when it comes to the election in 2018. Close to the election, you and I know that you need to actually resource opposition to change. You have to resource it. You can't read without resources. As you go on, win an election, who's not support, you must have money. Saka, come closer to 2017. I believe that these people are then going to access this $15 billion strategic reserve And in the meantime, Isuzu Kuno, here's what is going to be happening Kuno. I mean, you should have heard the past 2 weeks I was telling Pastor Ivan about this. Oh my goodness, you know, I'm going back for always and I said yes. And when the team here put together a flyer, we took that flyer and put it on our site so that we would publicize what we're doing. Right? But Zimbabweans wearing Chekutukana. And do you know how we actually test the sharpness of our knives? It's not against the system. It's against those people who are fighting the same battle. And ZANU-PF is delighted at that because you never get to a critical mass of support. Now, I also want to suggest something to you. And this is where we're going as being Zimbabwe. Pane vamwe vanhu vanofanira kuita hunker down vachitarisa pakabatwa miswe yacho and vachizviita every day relentlessly. I'm not new at this. I am a little older. I know I look good. But my oldest daughter is 27. I've been around the block. This is not the first time that we're doing. And there are many things that we have tried before. And like some of you who know my work, during the time of GNU, people are going to get used to each other. And then the constitution writing process began. It was so excited, and we said, well, you know what? Because now the new constitution is going to be applied, things are going to be well. But in the back of my head, you know, they kept sound. I went over my head, no. These guys are up to something. I remember one event at Takaenda, I'm telling you, you couldn't tell ZANU-PF from the other people. They were having a good time and were lulled into complacency. And when 2013 came, they were nickeled. Right? So, solution. Solution is unprecedented mobilization of Zimbabweans everywhere. Everywhere. And don't listen to people who say, diaspora. Why is it that they are so loud about the diaspora? Why is it that they're so loud? Why is it that they say, listen, even if they don't allow you to vote, but this time, we must make sure that we are allowed to vote. Yes. Right? And we must look at all the things, to exercise our vote and make the most noise about it. And I am telling you this, look, I don't do this thing because it's not risky to me. But is lying at the hero's acre right now. I don't do this because it's not going to cost me. It will cost. And Saka, we're letting everybody down. So an unprecedented mobilization of Zimbabweans everywhere. But here's another thing. It's not good enough for us to have a plan to remove the current government only. We need to be informed by the lessons of history. Wherever Tasai Africa question, in addition to not water, February. 1973. That school is still exactly the same way that it was, with a few additions. There is an arrested development in Africa because our priority is independence. It's not having a business plan for communities and for the nation. And the people say partnership to bring about change is an unusual partnership. I ain't got a partnership no shade there. You have a partnership now. How do we build a Zimbabwe economic society? How do we teach our people to invest? How do we do that? And well before we bring about change, we actually have a culture in the opposition movement, if you want to call it that, a culture which is going to be translated into the culture of the new government. You can't go from just being stone throwers and revolutionaries who want to bring about change to all of a sudden being able to do the things that are required to be a good government. You can't. You have to practice it on this side. You have to. If you don't, you are going to replace one monster with another. Right? So I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you, and you know, this may sound like a plug for Build Zimbabwe, but you know what? At this stage, I am too old to waste time. Okay? And I've resolved also, I was saying, you know, I actually changed my language now because I used to say, you know what, I'm rising up to fight for my children. No, I'm not fighting for my children, I'm fighting for myself. Because I know that if I fight for myself, then there's a sense of urgency about it. And if it happens in my lifetime, it has happened for my children and for my grandchildren. So I'm fighting for myself. I have a very selfish motive in this. I want to see the Zimbabwe I saw before. I want to see the best commuter service that there was in Africa before it was destroyed. I want to see, and here we were. At one time, we actually had a national railway system which was electrified. If you go to Zimbabwe today, you will see Mapawa lines there hanging. Because our government allowed those things to be stripped, and don't you tell me that they don't know who did it and that they couldn't bring those people to account. Because that's a lie. Because they are still called night. Then it would be inconsistent with our fears. I need you to believe that the CIO is everywhere. Right? So that's inconsistent. If the CIO is everywhere, listening to everything that we do, as we Zimbabweans are petrified of their omnipresence, then they know who put down those wires. Right? Then they know where the $15 billion is. If they are this, omnipresent organization, they know what's going on. And we must insist. So, like I said, this might sound like a plug, and let me finish with this, and I'll entertain your questions later. Isuzu will Build Zimbabwe. We have decided that we are going to be that platform which focuses on seeing kuti pavakabata ndepapi topafumura, pavakabata ndepapi pacho ndepapi. Okay, here's what the movement, this like which has been wonders. Pavakabata ndepapi kuti sakwanise kuzopfuura manje kuti yata excite vanhu, but iye zvino manje takuda kuti vanhu vachivareplace. So one of the things takabatwa neZANU-PF, and isusu we have allowed them to hold it, they own even certain things that isusu we should own as citizens. So it's wonderful that we own the flag. We must own the constitution too. You must know what your rights are according to the constitution. And even if you go to court and lose, you are actually establishing a record of their moral depravity. Now you are showing that even some of their judges are absolutely in the pocket of ZANU-PF. That actually, all those things, cumulatively, brings us to a point where a collective angst. Propel nayo mind revolution all the way to the end. If we don't do that, we don't have people actually also instructing our people, this is what the Constitution says, in bite sizes. Every time. So here's how I know it works. Let me tell you how I know it works. There's Jonathan Moore. He's on record now and saying the actions of the police beating those people was unconstitutional. Why do you think he's saying that? Because he sees even online, and in their videos that were put out, educating people about the Constitution. Offside. And now some of those guys are very smart. They're also preparing for an exit. They see. So these things are working. You instruct people, you teach people on the Constitution and on all those areas which affect their lives. Slowly, which are free. Let me finish with this. Like I said, I'm the intermediate generation. I'm not an old man. Intermediate generation. That's why I'm on Facebook and all of that. I say this in DC, and let me finish with that. This is too serious a moment for each and every one of us to be trying to convince everybody that Inina have got the solution. It is way too serious a moment for that. I love what this man said. It's for everybody. Everyone. There's nobody who hasn't been touched by the situation in our country. It is our D-Day moment. On the 6th of June in 1944, when those guys now get, into the back rooms and they come up with this strategy. This is what we're going to do because the Germans are going to take over the world if we don't. And we have to throw everything at them. That was the idea. Throw everything at them now. And I'm sure when they were planning it, they were excited. All these guys who are in the back rooms and planning, they said, well, we've come up with a foolproof plan. Yeah, that's wonderful. To come up with a foolproof plan and to be excited about it. But General Eisenhower is on record as going to the front line before the 6th of June 1944 and talking to the young infantrymen. Because he knew that because of his order, many of them were not going to come back home. But it had to be done. I want to encourage you, Dallas. Let's stop playing these silly games that we have always played as a people and realize that there are some people who have already lost their lives and others who are going to. May God bless you.
Kana muchida kuvewo kutanga kunzwa nyaya dzakadai mazuva ese garai makateya pa YouTube nekukilika button rakanzi subscribe munobva maita wokutanga pa Zim DI TV News kunzwa zviri kuitika.